Igbo ndị na-ege m ntị ekenekwa m na ya bụ vidiyo lọya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ bụrụ na mmadụ isi ọma na ya bụ nwoke na ọ na-eje dat isi mmiri a on several occasions. Afụgo m vidiyo si na that Sokoto prison ahụ. Osoho na ndị na-apụta nọrọ na Ogbunike a na-akọ ihe na-eme na Sokoto. Ọ na-echilu ejilu. So he's giving us a situation report. I'm most of you afụgo the video somewhere ka ama mfia. Mana asị na mgbe onye ji teta ụla bọkọtụtụ ya. Because na onwe mgbe anyị bịa n'ụwa kepu na agbalụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ikpe ọnwụ na gịnị nwana na ya amụ ikpe ọnwụ. Bịa na ya n'ụkwa kepu na-asị na that lawyer ahụ ọ na-asị show me the law. Na-abịa ka bịa tụgharị ya azụ. Say that na the lawyer has known all against the law of the land. You got to go that most of the judgment or carry out the bias, and he was not supposed to carry that judgment down. So many things now go on, and the man also expressed himself hereby that now the Kanu exercises his right as somebody in order to get to represent himself. You got to go only issue makosi afọ that the Kanu represent onwe na court in so many things and so some of these details we have one day mother nano amaloka is in it na social media, because now there are so many misleading and misguided headlines in na social media whereby na onye pụta okwu nke onye apụta okwu nke odozi aka asị na na-enwe ọgbaghara n'ime bedo otu amụkwa m so many people na-apụta na asị na the other lawyer nke ọzọ ahụ ka agadi nwoke akara nka na this lawyer no dị ka herbalist no kwesịghị ịbụ lawyer. No question, just thought. Now, just say, what is then is the problem? The by name. Na lawyer kwesi bu dibia. That no na halot ihe ọ na-alụ. Ọ bụ na ọ na halot ihe ọ na-alụ. Why can't onye ọ na-represent you and all those things? Well, mụ na gị na ma this is somebody na ya na ha na-abụ n'ogu kemgbe right from beginning. Siru n'ụtọ ọ na-achị ịnụsa the lawyer ọgụ. Ọ dị n'ọnụ mma. So na video nwanne anyị nwoke anụ kwuru no some of the details okwu maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na happiness na court so far. God one.
Lovers of freedom, good morning everybody, and I just want to give you update with respect to what is happening. And a few days ago I made an update here when I was in Sokoto about respect to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's well-being and the ongoing matter pending matter at the Court of Appeal. And I also told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of course, you know, have decided to exercise his right under the Constitution to represent himself in his criminal matter at Court of Appeal, which is his fundamental right. And he's not the first person that is representing himself. People have been representing himself. Is the constitutional right given to him by the Constitution. So, but he also demanded that the legal experts who cares should submit a contribution which they made. Of course, it is necessary. Nnamdi Kanu, not only that she is not a lawyer, even lawyers, when you are doing a matter, you normally call for opinion from your colleagues, not to talk about somebody who is not a lawyer. So he called for that everybody, if you have a draft appellate brief, you feel that you can adopt, you should come up with it. So I did my own. So I submitted to him and asked him to go through it. Where because my own, I feel that it fall in line with the record of proceedings and the grounds of the appeal. So, and if you want that copy, it was not signed, it was not filed. I also posted it in my own page. This is what I submitted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for those of you who are not lawyers to see, to have an in-depth view, to have a clue of what happened in that particular judgment. Because if you read that my appellate brief, I illustrate a lot of things with respect to the decision of the court, fundamental rights, violation of his fundamental rights, and a lot of things that happened, which it was not signed, it was not filed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not even adopted it, but I just brought it there. So those of you, of course, those the lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the lovers of freedom, and those who cares to know they give me a call privately and give me a private chat to get more explanations about what I posted. I explained to them, so, and they said okay, and they thanked me and they appreciated the industry I put in preparing and analyzing and reviewing that appeal. So those of you, of course, is expected. Those who want to expose their ignorance of the law, those who want to exhibit their hatred against Nnamdi Kanu, jump into the page as usual and start attacking the process and start attacking my very self. But that one is not why I am here. Then why I am here this morning is to let you know that in the course of going through that judgment, I discovered that there are some things the judge said during the course of delivering the judgment that was not contained in the judgment. And thank God that the judge also ordered for that the proceedings of the judgment should be transmitted live. We have media people there, AIT was there, channels were there, Arise was there, and some other media houses were there. So in revealing the tape, the video tape, the things that the minor said with respect to the custodian where Mazi will serve his appeal was not contained. The thing the prosecution counsel said, the comments and the remarks the prosecution counsel said, I'm talking about Chief Awomolo SAN, it was not also contained there. And the Mazi was not given an opportunity. Remember that he was bundled out of the courtroom. Was not also contained there. And most importantly, the reason the judge gave, the reason he bundled Mazi and the reason why Mazi should not be served in Kuje, rather in Sokoto, was also not contained there. So there are some omissions in that particular judgment. So we have the clip, we have reviewed the clip. Now we are now bringing a motion challenging that particular record of proceedings and that particular judgment. Why should the judge and the court remove all those fundamental issues? Because they know that Mazi will use it to form part of the use it as a grounds for his appeal. But be that as it may, we have filed and prepared a motion. This is the one I posted here, asking the court to compel them to complete that record and that judgment, and also to stay and also file an affidavit to be served to the judge and to the registrar of the court to come and explain the reason why they should not produce all those omissions. So that is why I say, let me just give you the update. For those of you who feel that you don't want to see anything that you don't want to see or hear anything that has to do with Mazi Kanu in the public domain, you are wasting time. We should be giving update. Just like as we have a high demand of people calling Marasamanso, what is happening by Samanso? So we are not going to keep in that. We are going to be bringing it every update. So those of you who feel that you don't want to hear anything or see anything that has to do with Mazi Kanu, you can go and hop transformer. But meanwhile, for those of you who are interested in what is going on with respect to this Mazi Kanu matter, please remain focused. If you watch the majority of people that attack Maxwell, attack Mazi Kanu, attack Mazi Kanu, are the people that the federal government is sponsored. And you will see them jumping from one social media to another. Even when you are not invited them in your page, they will continue. Even when you try to delete them, they will go and create another Facebook name to join you, to follow you. But we decided to allow them to continue to expose their ignorance and stupidity. Thank you and God bless you.